Greetings and salutations and welcome. Today's video game is The Evil Within. So a little bit backstory on Evil Within. It was created by the godfather of survival horror, Shinji Mikami. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name too much. The director of the first Resident Evil, producer of a couple of the early Resident Evils as well. He directed Resident Evil Remake. Also, let's not forget that he also directed Resident Evil 4, which turned Resident Evil into more of an action-based horror game. And now this is his latest take on the survival horror genre. The game starts out normal enough, like a normal cop drama. They get a call about disturbance in a mental hospital. They go to the mental hospital. There's nobody there. They go inside the mental hospital, and then everything is batshit crazy. This all happens within like the first 10 minutes. Not as sure what's going on, and all I know is that everything in this world really wants to kill you in really violent ways. The Resident Evil influences are super apparent. You walk like you do in Resident Evil 4, the camera is similar to Resident Evil 4, even down to the enemies. Even though I think they're zombies, there may be zombies, they kind of look like zombies. Don't really know what's going on in the story, can't really tell you. Even the chainsaw wielding zombie dude is in this game. They also threw some Resident Evil Remake stuff in there. Now you have the option to set fire to the zombies after you kill them. I'm not sure if they get up like Crimson Heads or not, because I just like setting things on fire. This gives the game a really old school survival horror feel. Not to say that there's not a couple of updates. You can stealth kill enemies, go behind them, stick this big knife into their foreheads, and then kill them. Then you set fire to them. It's very important that you set fire to them. Even with that, it still feels kind of dated to me. Not necessarily that's a bad thing, mind you. It kind of knew going in that it was going to have a certain feel to it, but it does feel a bit dated. I'll tell you one thing that isn't dated: blood. Lots of blood. Blood everywhere. You shoot zombies in the head, blows up in a big blood spurt. You get chainsawed, your head gets cut off and blood starts squirting out of your body. At one point you fall into a pool of blood. Though, for some reason, none of the blood really sticks on the main character all that much. It just kind of like melts away, which is kind of a shame. I kind of wish to have more connection to the world where blood really stay on your body a little while. There's even parts when blood's supposed to be pooling, but you don't actually see it pooling. It just kind of disappears, which I thought was kind of weird. So far, I'm liking the game. While a lot of it feels kind of dated, it's also kind of comforting. Resident Evil, as a series, has turned into this weird Call of Duty-esque Expendables action movie, survival horror hybrid thing, and not a lot of horror games are as slow paced as this game is, or Resident Evil 4 was. It feels like a love letter. Shinji Mikami clearly knows that people are coming in this because he made it, and there's nods to Resident Evil throughout the game. There's a scene specifically that references Resident Evil, which was awesome. I'm not going to tell you what it was. You're going to giggle because you're going to know right off the bat. And I think there's a couple of achievements is actually call out Resident Evil. Like, I think it's a massive unlocking achievement, which is awesome. So if you're a survival horror fan, I would definitely check this out. Caveat that it's more like of an old school survival horror game and not a newer action based now. Thank you for watching the video, and I'm out.